just finished here at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 2, Tottenham 0. Look, what you got to say is a complete embarrassing performance from start to finish. Really, I mean, we came out second half, we looked a bit better, but we couldn't lay a glove on them. That's the honest truth about it. First half was one of the worst halves I've seen in football from this club this season.
I fully agree, man. You know, we weren't even in the game. Lack of threat, no ingenuity up front, lacking ideas. Just really despondent that first half. And yeah, we came out, we played a little bit better in the second half. We looked like we could maybe get back in the game. But it's conceding goals from set pieces, it's shooting yourself in the foot, it's making life tough for yourself. And yeah, it's very disappointing, especially when you look at that Chelsea team sheet. You see the lack of quality. You see that we can come here and nick something, and just the way the players weren't at it from the first whistle, it's really disappointing, to be honest.
I was saying to you before the game when we saw the lineup, bloody hell, this is the worst Chelsea team I've probably, like, pound for pound, player for player, this is probably the worst Chelsea team that I've seen us ever face it. And we put in a performance like that, like, it's now 3 losses on the bounce, top 4 completely dead, season's completely over. In my opinion, I think the season's been over for a while now, but how can you come to Chelsea in a game like this? Yeah, fine, and maybe the game doesn't mean much, but where's the pride about you? London derby, man, Chelsea away.
And that's the thing, the fans all came here up for it. We were all in good voice before that first goal went in. And it really does show that there's something not quite right within that dressing room for me. There's something, you know, you saw the arguments between Corea and Van der Ven there on the pitch. Something just doesn't quite seem right. Have some of these players get ready for big tournaments in Europe. Have they checked out? I don't know.
To me, it looks like they have checked out. I didn't see any cohesion within that team.
No fight as
well. The midfield is so easy to play through. Every time Ange picks a different midfield, it's the same situation. It's the same scenario.
Checked out for the season.
What do you reckon, Ryan?
I'm hoping it's the season, because if they've checked out for the manager, then all the players need selling. End of story. We can't keep going through manager after manager after manager. I'm sick of blaming managers. Tonight's not on Ange. Tonight's on the board and on the players. No defeat this season has ever been down to the manager. It's been a rebuild. It's the first season for him. You all were loving Ange Ball, you know, singing all that. And now it's going a little bit tough. You're all against him. Pick a side. You've got to stick by a manager for one time in your life. I'm done with blaming managers. I've said this all online, said it on my vlogs and everything. You can't keep blaming managers at this point.
No matter what players he picks, like I said to Amir, the midfield keeps changing. It's the same result every time. We're so easy to play through the midfield.
He's not going to change his ways. He's not going to change. As I said, it's a learning year for him. We don't want to use the Arteta and Arsenal difference again, but it's similar. It's entirely similar. You know, you got to know he's come into a league that he doesn't know. Arteta came into a league he does know, but it was his first managerial job. You got to look at similarities. You got to look at it like he's got to use this first year to learn on the job. So hopefully next year he learns from experience, is able to adapt, is able to make changes, is able to tweak his system. If we go again this season, look, that's the only thing I can really say on it. It was a poor display, it's a shocking display, and that's basically it.
Yeah, I completely agree. Let me just bring back Amir back in, and when you talk about building blocks for next season, you talk about, you know, taking some momentum into next season. How are we supposed to take momentum into next season when we're putting in performances like this against Arsenal, against Chelsea?
And this is what's so disappointing for me, Ben. You know, these players, they should know that going into this run-in, that we're still fighting for Champions League. There's still things to be fought for. So you should be giving your all, 120% on
But even if there's nothing to fight for, in a game in the North London derby, away at Chelsea, you need to be giving your all no matter what.
You know, there's this excuse that players are foreign and this and that, and they don't really get the whole Chelsea-Tottenham rivalry. I don't care. If they are foreign, they need to know about that rivalry. They need to know how much it means to these fans and how much it means to us to come down here. And even a draw, you know, we would have been delighted with getting back in that game and nicking a little point. But yeah, there's something not quite right at our club, and things need to be looked at. And of course, we need to be patient as well. You know, we've got this summer window coming up. Ange's first summer window is critical for us. If we want to have a good season next season, we need to get it right during the summer. We need a bit of patience. Yeah, we've heard that year after year after year. But we really do need that under Ange. We can't start calling for managers out.
I completely agree. I completely agree. But like, you do start to question when you see these kind of performance in these kind of magnitude of games, right? You look at the players on the pitch today. Apart from Kuti, Romero and Van der Ven, who step up for us every single week, who stepped up for us today?
Was it really a big game?
Nobody.
Was it? In the
Chelsea
context,
away, against Chelsea is always
for us as
against
fans.
Chelsea is
For us
always a
as
big
fans,
game.
yes. For us as fans, yes. In the context of the season, everything on the line. Tonight wasn't a big game. It wasn't. And
I'm talking about. Yeah, I agree.
When
with
both
you.
sides
Let's
are in
start
the
walking
league,
out.
that we're going to start walking out because the stewards want us rid of us.
But in terms
they
of,
want to go home. It's only Thursday. But in terms of the season, where
no, I
both
agree with
sides
you. I
are-
agree with you.
both
Listen,
sides
in
are,
terms of
it's not a big
context
game.
of the season, it's not a big game. But when you go to your London rivals, when you go to Chelsea,
As
when
fans,
you play against
yeah,
Arsenal,
we're up for
it's
it.
always a big game, and you
I
always
said-
need to give
I
your all.
s-
No
I
matter
said-
if the season's dead, you need to give your all.
I agree.
Top four was still an
I
outside
agree.
chance. But listen.
I said to Amir before kick-off, as the players came over, they didn't see him up for it.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Arsenal, we've taken 1 point off this season. Chelsea, we've taken 0 points off this season. West Ham, we've taken 1 point. No, 0. 1 point off this season.
Wolves. It's not good enough.
Look, I'm a man that's trusting this process. I believe in Big Ange, I really do. But we need to see more evidence. Like in the first,
Give him the tools.
in the first 10 games, it was brilliant, but we've regressed ever since then.
There's been a regression. There's
Okay.
been a huge
So it's
regression.
in my firm believer, I think Ange is the man to take us forward, and I think we need better players. The midfield has completely dropped off since those first 10 games. Bissouma's a shadow, Maddison's a shadow. The midfield is just not performing week in, week out, no matter what midfield he picks. The attacking as well. We don't lay a glove on anyone.
Nothing.
Never mind Gilchrist at the back. You know, this Chelsea team was there for the taking today. Was there for the taking. 11 fit players within their senior squad. And we didn't lay a glove on them for the whole game. These attacking players, they
Can we
need
have
to
a
change.
conversation, please, about our star captain, Schumann Song? Where is he been for the past 3 or 4 months? Where is he?
Yeah, I agree. In the last few games, he's not been performing.
Probably since New Year.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
Yeah.
We've been asked to leave, guys, but look, I think
Up the Spurs. We'll see you at Liverpool.
That Heung-min Song conversation is going to have to be for another day, but
It
we've lost
always
at the
gets pushed
bridge.
to the side for some
It's an embarrassing performance here at Stamford Bridge. It really was. We didn't lay a glove on them for 90 minutes. We came out with a bit of, some sort of hope in the second half, but look, at the end of the day, we didn't lay a glove on them. It's very, very embarrassing.
Feeble performance.
But yeah, we go to Anfield next. The season's pretty much done now, but like, subscribe and comment. And as
And the
always,
immortal words of